just like many of the general public, that due to the filing of a case against the Central Voting Bureau on topics or on procedures that one political party was not in agreement with, we found the fact now that we as a new political party now has to wait until September 2nd before we are assigned our paraphernalia color, our party color. You know, through the whole day my phone has been ringing. The whole morning my phone has been ringing and asking what is going on. Based on this, we sent an email to the Central Voting Bureau asking them what is going on, asking them to please explain us as to what steps can be taken, asking them to understand the situation that we are in right now. The entire island is full of colors. The entire island. We have entered into this political race, as they call it, the political arena, and we deserve an equal chance to promote ourselves. If we understand that abbreviation of your political association, SDM, has been approved by the Electoral Council, and the approval of the color where people will start recognizing the various political parties. Now, all of the unrepresented in Parliament political parties have to face the fact that they will only receive 24 days, that is if everything is closed and dealt before the 2nd of September, and we only have that short time to promote ourselves. And you could say, yes, the message counts more than the color. The message counts more than the abbreviation. But it's a given fact that when you market yourself well, when you get the opportunity, then is when we're talking about having a fair election. The people are not seeing us. It does not make any sense for any new political party to come out with a color and end up in the same predicament that the USP party had when the two blue colors were being tossed for. We don't have that funding. The new political parties are struggling as it is to bring the message of change forward. The situation, the electoral situation needs to be amended, that equal opportunity is given in this manner. And we understand the law. Don't get me wrong. We understand the articles that address these situations. We understand the procedures that needs to be followed. However, the realities are there that we, the new political parties, and especially SDM, who think that we have a fair chance, are not given that opportunity. Because if everyone is not seeing us, and people say, SDM, I'm hearing about this SDM, but I'm not seeing them. They don't understand that we are not present because we do not have that color. If one have to understand that on the 22nd of August is when we're supposed to have received that color, all preparations was made. And now we have to wait until the 2nd of September before we could finalize our paraphernalia, before we could officially order our paraphernalia, and then we have to distribute our paraphernalia. Of course, we will come out as the underdog, and I do not want to seem as if I'm a child that is crying over spilled milk. But the realities are that we did not and will not and have not received equal opportunity to promote ourselves in a proper manner, that everyone listening on St. Martin, looking on St. Martin, could see the true change that is needed. All we are saying, we humbly ask in our email to the Electoral Council. I, Benjamin Ortega, humbly ask the Central Voting Bureau to address this between the unrepresented in Parliament associations and will officially or not assign a color pending the outcome, the legal case of the political party in question. All we are asking is, we know the legal steps that needs to be taken, but at the same time, we deserve a chance too. The quicker that we get our color assigned to us, the quicker we could move forward and enter this race truthfully. Truthfully, ladies and gentlemen. And that is equal opportunity.
This is a lot about having your color out there. When you, on nomination day, one of the things you said was SDM is not going to have big posters, they're not going to have, what's happening with the other parties. The people are hurting. Are you changing that now? Do you realize now that maybe marketing is more the way to get the people's attention?
Well, marketing is not only having a poster up there. Marketing is also defining your color and promoting such within the community when you're speaking to them. Because again, as I said, when people look for that ballot, they look for abbreviation, they look for color, and then they go down the list as to the persons that they have been speaking to within that party's list. And if one of those segments is hampered, then you cannot fully market yourself, whether if you put it on our social media, whether if you come out and tell everyone gray is the color that SDM will be hoping to champion, but the reality is that we cannot fully represent ourselves by not having the full process.
But don't you think that the whole idea of colors is a bit antiquated? It came up at a time when people were less educated. It was an easy way for you to identify. Don't you think that at this point in time, if you're moving forward and you're getting rid of the status quo, as you like to say, don't you think it's time perhaps that we go with a clear list, just the names? People should know who they're voting for.
I agree with you, Ms. Singh. I agree with you full 100%. However, the fact still remains that the electoral reform that everyone so speaks about should be addressing these things. And one could only be in a position to change electoral reform such as this if we are in it. But if we are not able to get the equal opportunity with the current way that it's set up, then it's unfair. It is unfair practices. And that is actually, it's not about the color. It's not primarily about the color. Color is just one mean and one situation that is highlighted at this present moment. The fact that what we are saying is we are entering into a political race and we do not have the opportunity to fully market ourselves as a political party, as a political association, moving forward within these elections.
So if I'm to understand all of this, what you want is somehow that the main voting bureau can say, look, although this process is still going on, let's move ahead with the others.
That is correct. That is correct. And only then, because one has to keep in mind, although the new unrepresented the new and the unrepresented political parties of associations from out of parliament that are not represented in parliament have to get a color still, because everyone thinks PPA is orange. It's officially, they don't have that color. It still needs to be assigned with them. The OSPP, they officially do not have the purple color. SDM, although that we are saying that we want to have the gray color, we do not have that color. So, but yet the others, the established, the status quo, could go on their merry way and do as they please. That needs to be stopped.
But then you're asking the main voting bureau to do something that's not in connection with the law. You're asking them to go against it. And I think if you're going to change the status quo and you're saying that there's lots of issues already with things not being done right, you're asking for the same thing now.
I'm asking for the consideration for us to continue without any hamper. Equal opportunity. That's what we're asking for. Equal opportunity to ensure that all could make a conscious decision based on exact what is now on the table. And after we're elected, we will say that these are the type of things that we should be looking to when we're talking about electoral reform. Not only ship jumping that have existed for the longest a while. It only becomes an issue when it becomes an issue to them. We need to ensure that everyone gets equal opportunity.